Sunday, and I know, best intro in the world, and I know you should be subscribed and like this video, right? Well, I know I missed a couple of Tesla Sundays, but either I had to report about a very special thing in space because it's my biggest position, or I was traveling, or something else came up. So I'm sorry for that. But now we are back. Tesla Sundays is a very special show for me because it was one of my first big shows, and Tesla was the stock that created financial freedom for myself, right? If you're new to this channel, I invested basically all my life savings into Tesla shares, and they 10x, and that was great. And at the same time, I started with YouTube and telling everybody, in a very bad quality, why they should buy Tesla and why I'm buying Tesla. So, however, never financial advice. But let's jump into today's topics of Tesla Sunday. So first, we will talk about the stock performance. We will talk about the stock chart, obviously. And then I want to talk about why Tesla shares or the stock price is stuck at like $600, okay? A little bit more, a little bit less, but somehow it doesn't move. So what's going on? And finally, I want to discuss with you why Elon Musk might be very dangerous for the financial system. Okay, let's have a look what Tesla shares actually doing over the last couple of weeks, right? If you're looking into the Tesla shares, you are seeing that we are currently at the 623. Over the last months, we came a little bit back from 560, which was about end of May a month ago. And currently we are somewhere, flat in the 600 range, as you can see here. We will talk about this in the next, not the next category, but the next after that, because there is like a concept behind it. But I want to just show you guys, even when you're looking to the 3 months performance, it's also quite neutral. 6 months as well, and 1 year we gained about 200% because we still have this great performance of last year's, right? So I want to make sure that you see here a 600 market cap company, a lot of potential, depending on which news, it's very news dependent, obviously. The next one could be, I think, the Q2 earnings, because the Gigafactory in Germany got, delayed. So I thought this will be a kind of initiator for bigger stock price, but it seems not, for now at least, until they finish the operation over there. And since then, we need to live with that. And I have also a little bit of Tesla in my portfolio, but it's not like I'm concentrated on the moonshots, right? Those companies that can bring huge value over the next couple of weeks. And currently Tesla is a nice slow gainer and a fantastic revolutionary company with a great leader, but it's kind of still standing as of now. So that's why I try to move my money a little bit around to get the maximum output out of every single investment. Now let's dive into the stock chart. As you can see, there is a very nice support level here, okay? That's why I don't think it's pretty hard for the stock currently to go below 500 and around 70, okay? Because here, if we draw the line, there's a nice support level here with the 50 moving average, all right? So as soon as the stock keeps above this level, we seem to be in a nice trading range, which is approximately, I would say here's a resistance, okay, where the stock trades about since the mid of February levels, up and down, not lower than that, not higher than that, and it could go on a little bit till the maybe end of the year. September usually is a very bad months for the stock market, but October, November, December are already good markets. And plus you have this great Q4, which is always the best automotive quarter. So all of this gives us maybe a little bit hint that we could go higher than that over the next couple of months till the end of the year, which is approximately here. Okay, so after we broke through this resistance, the next stop is actually the all-time high, okay, which is somewhere around, let me just pull it right here, somewhere around 900. All right, so those are now the important levels. As soon, and this is the risk here currently, as soon as we going below that, then the next stop could be somewhere around, definitely testing the 500 levels again. Okay, because the next support is somewhere here, which is like 440. So I really think that, here is a very dangerous thing for the market. Let's see if we can go through that. I think this is very important as well now to break through that, because if you're going up, you see that there's a kind of downtrend. So it's kind of, let's say, a really important time over the next months, which is here, to go and break through that. Okay, otherwise, if we're following this trend, that we really can test lower levels. So it stays interesting, it stays very much on tension. So I'm looking forward to see you on the next Sunday, and let's dive into the next category. So the question is why Tesla shares got stuck between somewhere 550-ish and 600. If we are looking into the year chart, which you can see here now, you can see that in the January we had all-time highs with almost $900 per share, okay? Since then we are somehow lost about 30%. And currently we are juggling since about the 1st of March in a quite neutral position. So about, March, April, May, June, 4 months now where we are quite flat. So what is the reason for that? And the reason is quite simple. First of all, you see huge gaining over the last 2 years. Since June 2019, you got 1,700, 1,800% till where we were at January. And even if you consider those levels right now, you still have over 1,200% gain. So obviously the stock need to cool down, need to a little bit show us that they are worth this much money, okay? They have a PE ratio of 624, so you can see here it's a little bit high, where the stock was a little bit faster than the company itself. Okay, this is not normal. This is very, very parabolic. This was a short squeeze as well. So you can see here that, the company now need to deliver constantly. And I thought it's really the Gigafactory in Germany that will give us in this summer the initiative to go even faster, because as more cars they produce, the more revenue they make, more profits and so on. But unfortunately, the construction as well as completion of Gigafactory in Germany gets a little bit delayed. So this gives a little bit of, let's say, a downturn for the further growth of the stock. And on the other side, I feel that the market was a little bit overheated, specifically the after the huge downturn in March 2020 and the huge gains that we saw in innovative companies, ARK Invest, all of these funds that were specialized in innovative companies pushed also Tesla to almost ridiculous, numbers. Good for us as investors, obviously, but not sustainable over the long term. So it could be that over the next couple of months, maybe a year or so, Tesla will stay in this area between 550 and maybe 650, 700, something like that. And once we have great new news like the Gigafactory, more cars sold, new models and so on, I think then will be the time where we see a 900 or even $1,000 or $1,200 stock of Tesla. It will come, but it can take now a little bit of while. So the question is Elon Musk dangerous for our financial world? And why I'm asking this? I mean, if you're going through his Twitter, you can see that, he not only talk about his companies, but also a lot of Dogecoin, a lot of memes, right? Here, this is a good one. My kidnapper returned me after hearing me talk about Elon Musk, Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, AI, factories, and Boring Company for 2 hours. That's obviously funny. Here a little bit they talk about the plate, which is quite nicely done. And then pretty much he is talking about Dogecoin, about Bitcoin, and it's going up and down. And he's a little bit criticized for all of that because, you know, it seems like based on his mood and his, you know, I think he has like over 55 million, 57.2 million followers. He can move the markets, obviously. Now, there's two questions. Number one, is this forbidden? Because most of the movements is in crypto, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, it's not a regulated market, so it's not regulated by the SEC, which is not dangerous for Elon Musk. Is it dangerous for the people? I would say yes, if they have a short-term view on things, okay? What doesn't matter if you are really a believer of Bitcoin long term and you think this will reach 100, 200, 300, $500,000, the movements up and down should, you know, affect you that much, right? On the other hand side, we know since he got the warning with the SEC, he doesn't post anything that could impact the Tesla stock, okay? So this changed already, and I feel that he is just a person that loves to share things with people. I mean, he gives like tips for people how to solve problems with their cars or updates on softwares and, you know, all of this cool stuff about the development of new features. This is what I love, and I just feel like we need this kind of person. He in the end uses all the tools that are currently available on the market. Crypto, Twitter, you know, he is a perfect CEO, how a company would love to have one outspoken behind his companies, would give his last t-shirt for those companies, and that's why I love him. I think that he is one of the smartest person on earth. I think he uses his wealth, his smartness for the great things for us as humans, you know, climate change, making us interplanetary, and I feel that this is exactly the way it should be. Great stuff. No really danger for the financial system, in my personal opinion.